what was happening for this person is just classic, is because they weren't doing their succession plan, doing their exit plan. And the idea behind succession planning or exit planning is that you're leaving at the top of the curve so that, you've done everything that you can and you're maximizing the value before you sell the business. Growth planning is all about how do I ensure that, I have all my ducks in a row. I have a business continuity plan behind me. I have backups for things in case anything goes wrong as I'm trying to build this business, and I have the right strategy for the right time. Yep. And those two things are just hand in glove.
The lesson that I learned, and I'm probably the real blessing in all this, the lesson that I learned is that I did buy a business a little bit later in life. So being in my 50s, my retirement is around the corner.
Agreed.
If I want it to be, right?
Right.
For all I know, I may work till I'm 75. Who knows? But I know that I want to be prepared to be able to exit. So the blessing for me was by going into this business and getting all the rejections from the banks and hearing all the things from all the outsiders that would tell you if you're buying a business, because, it's easy if business is highly profitable and got 20 years shot and got leadership team in place and apps and owner, but those businesses are going to cost just that much more.
Sure.
The reality.
Hold on for 1 second, because it's what you just said is key. If you're not transitioning it to a family member and you're not going to be gifting the business to somebody, you're trying to get those highest multiples.
That's right.
So making sure that you're paying attention to getting all the fluff out of the business and running it like a business and professionalizing it, making sure that you're hitting all the value drivers, super important.
Yeah.
For someone like yourself, the very opposite is like, thank you so much for not maximizing value in this business, because you gave you an opportunity.
Yep. So, the blessing for me and the lesson that I learned, and maybe, like I say, being in the age, I know that if I'm going to retire, let's say 10 years, I know, and the lesson that I learned, and by the way, I still look at, because I'm still trying to grow, so I'm looking at other businesses all the time, and I still see the exact same thing. People that are living out of their business, for number one, these are just my opinions, right? As a, and in Vistage, I don't throw my opinions out a lot, but I'm going to throw them out here. Number one, if you're going to retire or try to exit in the next 5 years, you've got to call it and stop living out of it and maximize your profits. You're going to get them on the front end or the back end. But the problem that I see is most people, like the guy that I bought from, was getting them all the way along, and he still was head set on getting them at the end, and he couldn't get them. And the other businesses, even recently that I've looked at, are the exact same thing. And I'm talking some,
How many businesses do you think you've looked at recently?
10.
Okay. 10. So and of those 10 businesses,
they're all doing it.
They're living a lifestyle business, taking the profits out now, and not prepping themselves for retirement.
I was in a business. This is a real story. I was in a business within the last few months. The sellers are in their mid-60s. When he's talking to me, he's tired. I'm ready to retire. Get me out of here. I'm one accident or one sickness away from going bankrupt, because he's the only person that knows how to do a lot of it.
Yeah.
But they have brand new vehicles. There was a brand new tractor sitting in the back of that shop, getting stuff modified on it. All this stuff. And at the same time, their books are all messed up because all this is in it, and they're wanting to try to negotiate harder about what the value is. And for me, I'm just going straight at value now, because I can't run the one I have and go work the hours that I would in a new one. So it's got to be offset. And so I find it sad.
Yeah, I think that's a great word.
I find it sad
that,
these people, all these folks spend, either their family started and they've spent these lifetimes in them and all this work to get to this place.